All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. I just want us to go through this video, through this post and screenshots based on what is going on. And I would like to start by bringing to you the challenges that is going on in many parts of Nigeria as we speak. The attack from even those that are supposed to protect you, they're the one and paving way for those that will buy you. What you are seeing here on the screen now, it happened in Benin City, in Edo State. The army came back, they said, and destroyed more houses after our protest. They said, why are we protesting? They are destroying our houses and replacing them with Fulani herdsmen camp. This happened in Ogohidi. I don't know the place in Edo State. Those some of you that know Edo State very well, you may know this place better. Why I'm bringing this is because it's not only about this, all right? In the same Edo State, months back, we know the place that called the Uromi, okay? Uromi people, they receive it because they resisted Fulani people. And in the history have it that once you resist Fulani, they will come after you. That community will never ever remain the same. This is what is going on in today's Nigeria. And not only one, not two, not three. Then funny enough, you will see people who are going through those things. But what their attention will only focus on Igbo people. How to bring Igbo man down, how to show Igbo man the pepper, how to prove Igbo man that he's nothing, that you are there, that you they are the somebody. Igbo man is the problem. I'm not saying that because I'm Igbo. It is true that our land has been conquered and conquered via the loss of the war, like the victim of the war, who are the victims, what our people have become after the war. Our parents told us what they went through during the time of the war and everything. And that is not enough, even though they have been forced, they have pushed us to become, to belong where we are not meant to belong. But it's not enough for them. They keep on coming and keep on pushing and keep on, doing all manner of nonsense. And while doing that, some people who claim they are, who seem to love it, like people from the western part, the land, they are also going through challenges as we speak, because Fulani is not also taking it easy on them either. So the attack is not on Igbo alone. Now the Yorubas are also going through the same thing. As they're going through that, it's not to focus on the problem, those that are buying their people, those that are actually going after their family, their loved ones. No, you must they must drag Igbo man to that. And why am I saying that? You can take a look at what you have on the screen now. You see, not only do we have these challenges, Yorubas also facing the same thing. Yes, now they're facing it because look at what news said here. A farmer, Miss Rabita Atere, has been grossly murdered by assailant suspected to be a herdsman in Oka, Akuku, Southwest local government area of Ondo State. The disease was killed on Monday, June 23rd, while working on her farmland. The leg you are seeing here is the body of the woman. All right, you won't see that in this, I don't want to say Yorubas, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, these are Fonjars who know nothing about themselves, but the focus and the attention is always on Igbo man. Igbo man said this, Igbo man said that. What are they doing to safeguard their land? Nothing. Yes, I know it is not easy to safeguard your land now because of the activities of Fulani and the way Nigerian is being structured as we speak. Everything is going upside down. Everything is going upside down. I can tell you that. I'm not saying that our land is highly protected and I'm laughing at them. No, but at least we focus on this problem more than them, even though they have chances of you know pushing back, but it's going to be difficult for them. I'm not saying that their land, the Yoruba land, cannot be rescued or they are coward, even though some people say they are coward, but I'm not here to talk about it. The only thing I want us to know is that the time we earn is not time to do this attack back and forward between Yoruba and Igbo and all that. It's not the time, not at all. Only those who are somehow foolish actually believe on that kind of nonsensical thing. And that is the reason why we have to bring it the way it is. Not only do we know that people want to buy others for fun, we also know that many of us love it when Yorubas or Igbos are going through a lot. But look at this. This post here, all right, says a lot. But before then, please, I want you to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Give this video a thumbs up. Very, very important that you do that. Now, what you hear, what this Yoruba woman said here will interest you. Let me see if I can expand it. Now, she said he will be 100% Igbo boy. This person said, just get the label and trace the product. My concern and my worry here, what I don't like is this: he will be 100% Igbo born. You may be wondering, what is that boy doing? What has he done? This may be 100% Igbo boy. I'm going to bring the video for you to hear. Now listen, just pay attention. Now let me drag it from to the beginning.
My people, take a look at this video and see how this guy is producing drink inside the house. Most time, if I'm saying this video, I'm showing you people this video is not to spoil anybody's business. It's to show you people. You people should be aware of what you put in your stomach, what you drink. Please share this video. Let everybody see this video and learn from this video. You see what this guy is doing inside the house, and he's selling this drink to stores, to different places, and people are consuming it day and day. Please, my people, you should be careful out there.
This video is from another person, and the response of the Yoruba woman is this person must be 100% Igbo. 100% Igbo. Look at it here. He must be 100%. So this hatred on Igbo people, I don't know why. I don't know what they will gain. I just showed to you how they murdered the Yoruba woman in her farmland. But the focus is, it must be 100%. Not only this one, I have many screenshots, but I don't. The reason is because I don't want to focus on this tribal fight. I don't want to be a part and parcel of that. I want to maintain my lane. Do you understand? But from time to time, we can't touch about it. All right, we can touch about it now. Here is this a screenshot. Many of you, maybe I don't know if you remember, but many of you can reconnect. There was a time Fulani people went to a church in Ondo State, a place called Owo, and by many church members, Catholic Church, and mainly people that died, people that many victims there. The victims are mainly Igbo people. Igbo people. I don't know. Our people somehow misbehave. Not everywhere you see you live. Honestly, I'm not saying you should not go to Yoruba land, but always be careful. Like the way they're burning and pulling down houses in Lagos today is a tribal issue that some people are trying to play down on it as if it is normal thing. Now, this thing took place in Owo, in Ondo State. Now, after the Pai people, they murdered a lot of worshippers there. I'm not saying that there's no Yoruba there, but many people. In fact, if people that died in that church, if there are 100 people, all right, 80 are Igbos. Do you get what I'm talking about? So they somehow build this memorial park in remembrance of those that died there. I believe maybe the church are the one that spent the money. to build that in that, in this location. Designed it. Then what are we now witnessing? I don't know the current governor of Ondo State. Maybe he's a Muslim, maybe he's I don't know, but the reason why they doing what because they did what they're doing now is just because the people that died there. That's my own take. This is my own opinion, please. It could be because the people that they built this memorial park for is to remember Igbos that were murdered there. Some of you may say, why what is that? So Yoruba, like I told you, 80% of them are not Yorubas. Now they put it down simply because according to their own reason, is that this building doesn't bring economic value to the state. Sounds interesting, isn't it? But is it true? Is it true that it does not bring any economic value to the state? I'm just asking because last time I checked, before they build this kind of thing, they must have put things into consideration. They must have done their primary, assignment by making sure they get everything in, the way it's supposed to be. But today, they are not telling you, oh, you must not look at.
Her governor who said this.
Now,
I told you there is no development without sacrifice. I must confess to you that the government decided that this thing has no economic value to our kingdom. They said they needed to pull it down so that another world-class shopping complex will be erected therein. The dexterity of our amiable Governor Orimisan Ayedatiwa, who is a caring heart governor, who said,
now, you get the point. You get the point. Now, let me bring to you what happened in Edo State, like I promised, because we have to touch that side, of course. Just watch.
They look for you.
"When we got here,
My view. When I want to from anywhere from this world. Now me get this property. I get the good.
Let's start from, I told you about
Bros,
I told you about what Army did. We started by mentioning what Army did in Edo State by going to houses of those that went out to protest against Fulani presence in their land and what Fulanis are doing. After the protest, Army now drove their vehicle and their caterpillar to villages, to their houses, just started pulling their house structures down. According to the news, what this guy, who happened to be one of the victims.
bros, I want to look for you.
when we got here,
My view. When I want to from anywhere from this world. Now me get this property. I greet the good people of Edo State. Thank God I want to use this opportunity to meet many people elsewhere for the world. Now my property be this. Your house. Now my house. This one be say I dey stay. Now my property. It's too young for young boys to get property for Benin. I come this place because I build house for the place.
That day, after I go see governor.
Yes.
Say as na governor, wetin happen?
My brother, as we reach us, now thousands of truck of army will come in for a day.
Why okay the community?
They say why we dey protest.
Say why una go government?
They say why we go government house. They say why we dey let the whole world know what that they do to us.
Yes.
They destroy over 30 houses.
After that una come out.
After that day,
30 houses.
I still dey talk to you now. That day my community they destroy us.
They see they destroy like
They are
this.
still
Who is spokesperson?
Who is the spokesperson for
Please,
you introduce yourself and address Mr. Speaker.
hey, one house.
The Honorable Speaker, House of Assembly, I welcome you. Myself speaking is the Nogi of Orede, Osadebame Arawa. Sir, we are here to cry for your assistance and to help us. The army are invading our community, creating a lot of destruction, claiming our community land. And as men, they have created a very big camp. Our women is afraid to go to farm, and men are afraid to go to farm. As we are speaking to you now, none of us is sleeping, none of us is at home. They have already, they are in the community now creating destruction that we should not live in our land. It belongs to them. So please, sir, we came to beg you to assist us to have peace from the army.
They are destroying our
Yes,
house,
sir.
sir. Every of our property, even my house has been destroyed. My own house has been destroyed. We gave admin land. We did not give admin our community, the full community. They are not driving us out of our house, beating our wives, beating our children. Please, sir. We are begging. We don't want to put law into our house. And that is why we are here. To normally beg you to use your office to help the people of Ogede. The people of Ogede gave our land to just few land to soldier. The soldier is not claiming everything. Please, Honorable Speaker, we are begging you, sir, with your office. Help us. Help us, sir. Help us. Help us, sir. Help us, sir.
After 1965, we gave Nigeria Army 100 acres of land. Well mapped, well surveyed, well gazetted, well fenced. As we speak today, Honorable Speaker, the Nigeria Army broke down the fence, invade our land, desecrating our shrines. As I'm speaking to you, Honorable Speaker, Nigeria Army Akawa Barras, they are busy destroying our houses, replacing our land with Fulani herdsmen. We can't sleep in our community. We were in Gomez on Friday, and Honorable Alile received us. He tells us that our governor is not around, that he will convey our message to governor, that we should go home. We went home, we cannot enter our houses. Right from on Friday till today, over 30 houses have been demolished. The Nigerian Army said they are not answerable to anybody. That is why we are calling on you.
Now, as crazy as it sounds, some Edo people are still in the army. As crazy as it sounds, some Igbos are picking form to join army. As crazy as it sounds, Yorubas are also rushing to join army. The army is the strength of the Fulanis. Without the Nigerian army, Fulani herdsmen, Fulani people will never dream of taking your land. They will be scared. But what happened is this: they will shield them, in the canopy of Nigerian army as army for the people, army of the people, then penetrating into your land and handing it over to the first citizen of Nigeria. So it's not only in Edo State, every other places are facing the same thing. But each time people supposed to focus, unanimously come together, the southern part, and deal with this decisively. They keep on focusing on each other, tearing everybody apart, making unguided comments, just to create sin, to create problem, to make sure that they give advantage to the Fulanis. And if you keep on running away from that, you are doing yourself, you are not doing anybody. You are doing yourself, you are not doing anybody. I'm not saying you should wage war against army. I'm not saying you should buy army. But if army refuses to protect you, you have no other choice than to defend yourself. Now, pay attention for you to see how gullible southern parts are. Here is a comment from a South African woman. Hear what she said, and you read the comments from Yoruba people. Now watch. Excuse me.
Married to a Nigerian. A South African getting married to a Nigerian. 9 times out of 10, that man is Igbo.
Now let me start from the beginning again.
You open TikTok.
You open TikTok, yes.
You find a South African getting married to a Nigerian. 9 times out of 10, that man is Igbo. I don't remember when was the last time I saw a Hausa man, a Yoruba man, an Edo man, Vulela Amandwendwe on this app. 9 times out of 10 is an Igbo guy. So my Yoruba brothers, my Hausa brothers. Well, Hausas are not plenty in South Africa, but the little bit that we have. My Edo brothers, what is going on? What have these women done to you that you don't want to walk down the aisle? Igbo men are coming through and going on. What have these women done to you that you don't want to walk down the aisle? What's going on? Igbo men are coming through and coming through strong. Other tribes in Nigeria, what's going on? You can't just be dashing these women babies now and not doing the needful. What's going on?
Now, after saying this, pay attention to the comment down here. You will see what Yoruba people said here. Okay, this was a Yoruba and Bini are very clever because we are city boys. Igbos are from the rural area, from Nigeria. No offense. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yoruba guys are not really in South Africa. Now, the issue is this. This person here, for example, that Igbos are from rural area, that's local place, undeveloped place, and all that. Mocking Igbo people based on as a victim of the war.
Why
remember
not
I told us that Igbos are the victim of the war. And that is the truth. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. So, my people, I just want to share this with us. And remember, I've actually launched a new security vigilante, and I would like you to watch it. Everybody is trying to prepare themselves for in case of any eventuality. Just watch this.
Amen. See mama. Everywhere good, everywhere good. I swear.
We make it up by this.
You know what?
My minute. We don't run for them.
We
know how we take on.
I swear.
Iron, sharpest iron.
I swear.
Let them waste.
Don't be like.
We meet them, we get their time.
You know what?
Make Uromi, especially the women who Uromi. I'm on the more because we meet them.
I swear.
They can't do that. They can't be me from the party. It's all for. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a game. We'll bring Uromi down peacefully.
So that is it in Uromi. And in Southeast, in Igbo land, Fulanis are still dealing with our people. As you can see here, this is what we are talking about.
They cause problem. Look at they cause problem. Look at they cause problem in our town, in our village. Our people. Na wani sila ladies chala na me chala hania unu le wanu MC mbu no nya blada re hia unu le hia MC de kumbo makalo se chila unu hu MD ku
The Fulani man is saying, "Don't fire you." If you touch them or question them,
make you carry the cow there. He say in this thing don't spoil. He say he carry this cow enter in farm, spoil in farm. Eh? Una hona hadi mende kani. Una hona hem di ku concerning our people. O te de mebunde kani. Ebuka bewa.
Anyway, that is end of the day. That is it. I just want to share this with us. That is the end of the video, and this is the. It's very, very sad. I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. Each time I watch some of these Fulanis moving in our land, I always lose control. I feel like not because somehow we are handicapped, and you see some of our brothers and sisters when we say that our land have been conquered, they will be like, "Oh, you are trying to downplay us. You are trying to create fear. You are planting fear in this." But that is just a fact. What can you do? What can you do if not just to keep on looking and hoping? Anyway, thank you so much for your time, and please make sure you like this video, and God bless you. Bye bye for now.